Yo, YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Chris, and today, as you can tell by the title of the video, we are going to be looking at an Anthony Edwards build. As you can tell by the clips in the intro, this build's crazy. I mean, 2K26 has been out for probably about like a week and a half or so as I'm recording this, and this has been my favorite build to use. I know a lot of you guys like making NBA player builds, me included, so let's get straight into it. I'm not going to waste you guys' time, and in case you guys are wondering, yes, I will be showing my dribble moves and my jump shot towards the end of the video, so make sure you stick around and watch the entire video. Alright, so as for how we're going to be looking at this build, obviously Anthony Edwards is a shooting guard, but for 2K purposes and like rec center and fives, I wanted to be a point guard, so we are going to go point guard, 6'4", 178 pounds with a 6'8" wingspan. Alright, now for the fun part. Before I start making this build, I am going to let you guys know, I do currently have 6 cap breakers, so when you actually see the build in its, in its final form, you guys will be able to see what this build can actually do. It is absolutely wild. If you have cap breakers this year, make sure that you just make your build, go look at it and see what cap breakers you guys are able to get, because it is crazy this year. Alright, so for the finishing so far, this is what we are going to be looking at. Close shot 78, 77 driving layup with a 90 driving dunk. This will go to a 96 with 2 cap breakers. 2 cap breakers is all you need to get to a Hall of Fame posterizer. Now, for the rest of these attributes, I'm pretty sure they're tied to, like, shooting and playmaking. So if you guys are wondering why this is the specific number, I think they're just tied to shooting and playmaking. You guys know, I mean, you guys make builds, so this is the exact number for finishing. Okay, so for the shooting category, this is where a lot of you guys are going to call me dumb and say, what are you talking about? Anthony Edwards doesn't have a 95 free throw. You are correct. But I do play a lot of fives, and I wanted to hit my free throws. I did make this build on like the first or second day, so after playing the game, I don't really think you need a 95 free throw unless you struggle to time your free throws. But for me, free throws are super easy to time this year. Anyways, enough yapping. So 92 three-pointer. This season, or well, I guess the last season, Anthony Edwards was probably the best volume three-point shooter besides, like Steph Curry. And which is very surprising to me. He made the leap, obviously. So 92 three-pointer, I think, is more than good enough. That gets you all these gold shooting badges. You get silver limitless. Perfect. 82 mid-range. Again, this is just tied to the three-pointer, as you guys can tell. Alright, so for the playmaking, this is what I'm looking at. Now, this, again, is personal preference. This year and for the last, like, 3 or 4 years, I've never had an issue with 71 pass sack. And again, Anthony Edwards is not really a passer. He's gotten better, but he's not really a passer. For the ball handle, I decided to go 92. You do get a Curry slide, and I did end up using 1 cap breaker on this to get it to a 93 for gold ankle assassin. But it is just a necessity thing. I'd like to have it. Now, for the speed with ball, I decided to go 86. 91 just cost too much. And honestly, with the max plus 2s, with the badges, having gold, lightning launch, and then just max plus 2ing it to legend is more than good enough. I really don't think that you need anything higher than an 86 this year. Only if you don't want to use your max plus 2 or max plus 1, but I did see a study that gold lightning launch and Hall of Fame lightning launch is like essentially the same thing. So if you're gonna go gold then Hall of Fame, you might as well go legend, but legend is like completely unobtainable for a 6'4", so all in all, just keep it at gold. Okay, so now for the defense. I decided to go with a 55 interior D. Now, again, that might seem a little low. However, you are 6'4" with a 6'8" wingspan. You don't really get scored on in the paint, but if you guys have played this game, you know that the paint defense isn't too great. I mean, everyone dunks on everybody, so I think a 55 interior is more than good enough. Now, for the perimeter defense, I decided to go with an 85, which gets you silver on-ball menace. I know it doesn't show that, but because we haven't looked at the physicals. And then a 60 steal. I know what you guys are thinking. The steal is very low, but as it stands, Mike Wang has not said anything about fixing the steals. I know he said something about the plucks, but I think even if you went to like a 73 steel, that's not going to change anything. And with a 6'8" wingspan, trust me, if you press square in a lane, you're getting the steal. As for the block, I decided to go with a 50 block. You can go higher. I'm not sure if you can get high flying denier on this build, but 50 block is more than good enough. I mean, as you guys can see in one of the clips, I did end up blocking somebody in the mid-range. You get really good animations. You're not just useless when you're trying to block the ball. Now for the rebounding, we're just going to move swiftly on. You're not going to rebound the ball. All right, so now for the physicals. 86 speed is, I believe, tied to your speed with ball. So if you put that higher, your speed will be higher. But since we're at an 86, the speed 86. Agility, I decided to put it at an 83. Jalen Suggs' motion style, I believe, is the current best one for like all around like defense and offense. So I believe you need an 83 agility for that. So I decided to go 83 agility. To be honest with you, I don't have any issue playing defense, even with, you know, the low steal and even the perimeter, some might say is low, but the speed on this build feels amazing. You know, the wingspan is nice. And as for the strength, you're not going to have strength on this build, really. And honestly, as I've played like 600 part games by now, strength really doesn't matter. As for the vertical, so as it stands, obviously your driving dunk is a 90. And Gold Posterizer is a 93 dunk with an 80 vert. But Hall of Fame Posterizer at 96 is an 85 vertical. So in order to get Hall of Fame Posterizer, you do need 85 vertical. So in a way, this rebounding, you know, these attributes, they kind of lie to you because you have 85 vertical. I mean, you have Hall of Fame pogo stick. You do get up there for the rebounds and you will grab them. But again, 85 vertical is crucial if you want that Hall of Fame Posterizer. All right, so this is how the build is looking. It's going to say not a threat to steal the ball, can't pass, blah, blah, blah. 2K doesn't know anything. And then you guys can see the strength. Shades of Damian Lillard, Jamal Murray, and Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. I don't really understand the comparison. I don't know what 2K is thinking with these shades. I'm not sure in what universe Jamal Murray is a 90 driving dunk, but yeah, so the archetype is called two-way three-point slasher. I know the name isn't too great with all these, you know, AI generated names going around. Let's just get straight into the cap breakers that I'm going to be using and the animations and the jump shot as my player is dancing like a goofy. Alright, so as it stands, like I said, so this is how the cap breakers menu looks in case you guys want to look at it before making the build. So again, I did do the +1 to ball handle to get it to gold ankle assassin. And then, like I said, the driving dunk. So when I was making this build, I wasn't too sure what I was gonna make what I was gonna put the cap breakers on. And after I made it, I realized, I mean, the driving dunk going from a 90 to a 96 with 2 cap breakers, that is crazy this year. So again, you get to a 96 driving dunk, you have the 85 vertical, you will have Hall of Fame Posterizer. Everything else, I mean, as you guys can see, I still have 3 cap breakers that I have to use. I'm not too sure what I'm going to use it on. Maybe get my steal up. I mean, that's what, 73, 78 steal right there. So that's pretty good. You could get an 89 perimeter, even 91. So, you know, if you guys are worried about the steal or the defense, you can use some cap breakers on that. Even agility. But in my opinion, I'm probably going to use it on maybe speed with ball, try to get it to a 91 so that I only have to max +1 it, or maybe even the pass accuracy. And if they do decide to fix the steals, then again, I could get my steal all the way up. Yeah, this is how I upgraded the build so far. I am not at a 99 overall. I have so many builds. All right, in case you guys were going to ask about this, I just thought about it. So here's how my badge perks are set up. I did put Clutch Gene on Posterizer. Now, I'm going to give you guys something here. So a lot of comp people have been saying that if everyone on the court is using Clutch Gene, that you have a chance of getting error coded. I don't know how true that is, but I wanted to throw that out there for you guys. So right now, the max +1, I'm using it on Lightning Launch, and then my max +2 tier 1 is on Set Shot. I know I said in the build that Hall of Fame Lightning Launch and Gold is pretty much the same. I was just trying it out. I wanted to use Legend Set Shot. But as you can tell, I mean, Hall of Fame Dimer off of 71 pass ac is crazy. So that is what that looks like. All right, so now for my jump shot. If you guys follow me on TikTok, You guys know this is my jump shot. Again, I'm left-handed, just ignore that. You can change your handedness. I was just messing around with it. This is the jump shot I am currently rocking. If you guys liked Cam Thomas base last year, it's essentially the same thing. There's a bit of a hitch, but it's super, super easy to time. Very, very clean. This is what I'm rocking with. I shoot like 70, 80% in this game. So if you guys want a good jump shot, this is very, very solid. Obviously, I mean, you're going to want to put on all the contact dunks. And when it comes to having just regular dunks on, I do recommend switcheroos. Switcheroos look cool and they don't really get blocked. And as for the signature dunks, you do get Jason Richardson and Russell Westbrook, which are two pretty good dunk packages. You also get Kobe Bryant, which gives you like those reversal dunks, and I feel like all of them combined, you do not get blocked at all. So now for the alley-oops, again, I just like putting on whatever I can. I have Malik Monk, Elite, Jordan Kilgannon, Flashy. I'm actually going to take this off, no point. We're going to have the Kilgannon, and then obviously all the contact alley-oops we can get. So now that is it for the dunks. All right, so I'm going to give you guys the sauce real quick. Here's all my dribble moves. I haven't even made a video on my dribble moves, so this is the first you're going to see of it. Obviously, motion style right now, Jalen Suggs, again, 83 agility. Jalen Suggs is very good for defense and offense, but if you don't really care about defense as much, Tyrese Maxey is very good to use offensively. It gives you a nice speed boost. So it's really about what you're looking for. In this case, I'm still using Jalen Suggs. I haven't really noticed that it stops me too much on offense. As for my dribble pull-up, as you guys can see, I'm using Pro 2. Spin jumper, Kyrie Irving. These are all just personal preference. Pro 2, I think, is the best fade in the game. Hop jumper, I'm using Devin Booker. I don't think I've done a single hop jumper this year. I believe I was using Steph, but hop jumpers are a little whack this year. Now for the playmaking moves. As you guys can tell, if you guys need me to explain it, dribble style, Ja Morant is the best in the game as we have it. I'm not sure if starter 4 gives you a better dribble style. It might. And Trae Young size up. If you don't get Trae Young size up, Scoot Henderson's good enough. Or even like LaMelo Ball that you get with this build. But Trae Young, I don't even think I do signature size ups. Now for the breakdown combos, this is very important. Devin Booker. So all you have to do this move is hold R2 and up on the right stick. This move right here, and it crabs like literally every single person, and they can't steal it from you. Escape moves is going to be Kemba Walker. Again, this is personal preference. You do get Trae Young, but I think Kemba Walker, you only need an 89 ball handle. Kemba Walker is the best in the game as we have it. Trae Young combo moves. Again, this is personal preference. I don't think I ever do combo moves. Damian Lillard crossover is very good. You can obviously also use Anthony Edwards, but I do think that Damian Lillard crossover is the current best. Now for the behind the back, I do like using Steph Curry. You know, you get the Curry slide. Everybody knows the Curry slide. Trae Young is a good one if you want to try that. Then you also have Kobe White, you know, for the taller guards. Then also Scottie Pippen. But in my opinion, the Curry slide is still undefeated. Penny Hardaway spin, I don't really do spin moves. Hesitation is going to be Kobe White. This is all below starter 4. So when you hit starter 4, you unlock a bunch of animations. I am not starter 4 currently, so you guys can all equip this. Devin Booker step back. This step back is the best in the game. A lot of other people use Vince Carter. I've seen people also using Kyrie Irving. This is I believe the Zach LaVine step back from last year, but Devin Booker is the best. And if you guys want a dribble tutorial on how to chain all this together, I got you guys. Obviously, triple threat style, there's only one in the game. You should be using Kobe Bryant. You can crab people with that very, very easily. And that looks like that is it for all the animations. If you guys, you know, have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. I will love to help you guys with whatever questions you have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like and hit that subscribe button. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.